Hello Zenbees, it's time for Dance with Your Tangles, a new series on my YouTube channel. Join me to create a mini Zentangle project using just two tangles. This is our Dance with Your Tangle project number 15. You can watch all our previous projects from this series on the playlist Dance with Your Tangles. I'm Sandhya Manne, I'm an artist and a certified Zentangle teacher. In this channel, we talk about creating and practicing Zentangle, my own Zentangle inspired artworks and collectibles. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel so you do not miss out on any videos that I post here every Tuesday. For today's project, we're working with Tangle's Pelravo and Clothesline. And I'll be using my white square tile, black pen, pencil and stuff. Now go grab your supplies and let's get started on to tangling now. It's simple for beginners, so anyone can do this. I'm using a white square tile. I'm working on a 01 black micron, a PN black micron, pencil and stuff. So these are basic supplies. So we're going to get started with this. Okay, so let's get started. I'm going to start with a border, and I'm going to have my border quite inside. So I'm going to make sure I have enough space outside of the border. So I'm going to go in and do that. Okay, and I'm going to connect the dots. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to have two lines, two vertical lines. So we're going to basically make a grid. This angle is a grid-based angle. Okay, so I'm going to make a grid like this. Okay, now I'm going to ink this. So I'm working with my 0. Okay, so go in and start inking it. Okay, so now here, now this is the most crucial part. So hang in there and try and get this right, and this angle is super duper easy. So this is kind of the most important part of this angle. So we start with a small square on the upper left. Okay, so on the upper left I have a square, and then the next, the one that's right below, I'm going to do it on the upper right. Okay, so we're going to repeat this upper left, and if your grid is like, if you have more squares on your grid, then you're just going to repeat this upper left, upper right, upper left, upper right, upper left, right. Now on this, the row that's right next to this, we're going to change it. So here it's going to be bottom left and bottom right. Okay, bottom left and bottom right. So now here the third one, we're going to repeat whatever we did in the first row. So again, top left, top right, top left, and if you had more number of squares, you would continue doing that. So this is kind of the basic. This is kind of the foundation for this triangle. If you can get this right, then it's also going to be easy. And honestly, it's not too difficult. It's just have to be a little bit more kind of focused here, just when you do this. So now I'm going to use my thicker tip pen and add some black in here.
Okay, so this is the base. We got this right, and then we can move on. So now we are going to aura this. This is pretty much like the tangle flukes, except that we are playing with our the direction of these lines. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make two aura lines like this, and then the third one is going to be slightly away or more wider, and then I'm going to finish it up with one more. So it totally depends upon how much space you have. You can go ahead and add, as many as you want. But this is what I'm doing. You can either follow me or create your own version of this, because this is extremely flexible tangle. You can create so many fun, interesting variations in this. Okay. Okay. So now here there are different things that we can do. You can add lines and circles and all sorts of things. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to create a fun plan. I have a fun plan here. So I'm going to pull out lines for this one. Okay. And stay with me. Don't go ahead. I am going to change a few things right away. So I'm just going to pull out lines here. Okay. Now this one, I'm going to add circles. Okay. Okay. Now I'm going to repeat the same thing in the opposite section here. I want these two that's facing each other to have a similar pattern. So I'm just going to go around and continue adding the circles. Okay. Now here I'm going to continue adding lines. Okay. So once you're done, go back in and add um, black in those tiny gaps. Okay. Now this is going to be lines, right? So I'm going to go ahead and start with the lines. So this is all done. I like the way this looks. And I like the way we created this variation where it used to have similar pattern and used to have similar pattern. If we had another round of squares, um, it would create more interesting patterns. So if you are working smaller and if you could fit in an extra layer of squares, then you could see that. So I really can't wait to see your versions of this. So now I'm going to give an aura line to this square here. And now we're going to start working with our second angle, which is clothesline. So clothesline goes like this. Going to make a kind of like a scallop. Okay, I'm going to try and fit them all on one side like that. Okay, so now what we do here is I am going to pull out another line that kind of starts and ends here but then goes out wide like that. I quickly wanted to mention about um, my business workshop. It's called The Fundamentals of Centangle. It's a um, workshop that's specially designed for beginners. So if you are someone who's just getting started, I highly recommend you start with this workshop. Um, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pull out another aura line like this and another aura line like this. So pretty much giving a border to the band. Okay, so take your time, go ahead and do this. And then I'm gonna do something fun inside of these bands like that. So let's see what all we can come up with. So for now, I just want you to go around to pep this up. Um, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pull out another aura line like this and another aura line like this. So pretty much giving a border to the band. Okay, so take your time, go ahead and do this. And then I'm gonna do something fun inside of these bands like that. So let's see what all we can come up with. So continue with that. Okay, so we got all that done. Now inside of each of these bands or these sections, the different things that we can do. And I'm going to try out all. It's going to be mixed. It's going to look like colorful clothes on a line. Okay, so I'm going to add some lines and maybe some circles and maybe some like huge circles like this, or maybe again set of lines, or maybe we're going to fill this whole thing up. So this is just a fun project where I just wanted to have fun and try adding different things just to see how that looks. But if you are not very comfortable with this, you can stick to one pattern all around, and that's totally fine. Okay, so this, and then I'm going to go back to lines. However, this time I'm going to alternate the filling. So these are some variations, and I'm going to explore this all around. So there's no plan here, I'm just randomly adding few things. So see what works for you. And this triangle is called clothesline. And yeah, it has a nice fun monochrome look to it. Okay, so there it is, all done. Now let's get to shading.
Hope you had fun on this project with me. I would love to see your creations, so head on to our Facebook group Zenbees, where all the after party fun happens. Share your creations there and check out the works by other Zenbees. If you're sharing your works on social media, then please do tag me at Sandhya Manne or hashtag Tangle with Sandhya, so I get to see your lovely works there and I do stop by to comment. A quick note, these projects and these videos are for your personal use and no part of this can be used for any kind of commercial purposes. To understand the Zentangle method and to get started on your own Zentangle journey, check out my website www.sandhyamannestudio.com for classes, courses and workshops. Now, if you're just getting started on this journey, then I highly recommend start with the beginner's workshop, which is called the fundamentals of Zentangle. Now click on the link Tangle Tutelage in the description and receive a free gift when you sign up and get weekly updates and inspirations. Now, if you're on Instagram, then please do join me on my handle at Sandhya Manne to get updates on the studio workings. Now it's time to comment, so please comment and let me know how you enjoyed this project because that really helps me plan out my next set of videos. Also, it's time to show some love, so hit that like button, share the video, and subscribe to the channel. I shall see you next week with another set of geotangles. Until then, remember to breathe and smile. See ya. Namaste.